Guys, and welcome back to the live. It's a lazy evening today. Let's see who all joined today in live chat. I'm hoping everyone that we know of. But yeah, and today we'll discuss something more than perfumes. We will discuss personal personalities. Like we'll discuss about personalities. That's what the topic for the day is. Because we want also to cover this topic nicely. So we'll be doing personalities, not multiple personalities, but actually just a person's personality. And we have a like but no viewers. What is this? Hey! Samada Mast Kalandar. Samada Pehla number. Yes. Welcome back, Sons. How are you doing? बाकी क्या पुणे में कुछ चल रहा है क्या आरक्षण रिलेटेड? मेरा एरिया में तो फुल ऑन चालू है. पूरा एपीएमसी बंद किया है. आज हम पर्सनालिटीज़ पे बात करेंगे. अगर आपकी मल्टीपल पर्सनालिटीज़ है तो आप हमें बता सकते हैं. और मैं दूसरा फ़ोन लगाना भूल गया. मुझे यहाँ पे घूर घूर के देखना पड़ेगा. एंड सॉन्स, वेयर आर यू? व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? लेट मी नो. Yeah. Discipline. Okay. So let's begin. हर इंसान की अपनी एक पर्सनालिटी होती है और उस पर्सनालिटी के हिसाब से लोग हमको परसीव करते हैं. तो पर्सनालिटी इज इक्वल टू परसेप्शन. Live regularly. Array sons. This is me regular, no? 2 times a week is regular, I guess. 3 times a week, I think. Yeah, that's the thing. The protest is going on very actively in this area. So, yeah. And a lot of things are going on because of the protest. A lot of buses are not working and all. So, it's fine. ओके, पुणे में भी चल रहा है. दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग. ठीक है, तो आज हम पर्सनालिटीज़ पे बात करने वाले हैं और स्पेसिफिकली अपना पर्सनालिटी को कैसा तुम मैं बता रहा था. पर्सनालिटी इज इक्वल टू परसेप्शन. परसेप्शन इज पर्सनालिटी, राइट? गुड इवनिंग लामी. गुड इवनिंग सुमित दास. वेलकम बैक टू द शो. ऑलवेज नाइस टू हैव यू गाइस हियर. Virtual man is, I think, Virtual man, Hussein, and Beno. I think 3 people are yet to come. But yeah, today we'll be having a nice chill session and just talking about personality and how do you take your personality, and you can imbibe a lot of things. You can take perfumes around it. You can take how you speak. Impossible, yeah, because this is not in constitution. Yeah, absolutely, it is impossible, but it's the people's demand. So maybe the constitution will be rewritten for this. That's fine, man. Everyone can, they have the right to protest and right to ask for their demands. So it's fine. Whatever they're asking for, they might get, right? We the people. So there's government and there's the people. So we the people होता है ये. ठीक है. Anyway, so personality में हमें बता रहा था. So the thing is, everyone has a different version of you in their heads. Okay, the personality, the person inside us, other person's head is different. What we think we are, only we know the truth and everything, but everyone perceives us differently. So what happens is when you build your personality, it is an attempt to make a uniform perception in everybody's head, right? And that uniform perception is what is maybe called a personality, persona, and how the other people perceive you, right? So perfume is one of the angles. Now these perfumes that we are making, this is one of the angles of how to affect the personality. Now the other three angles are how you dress, how you. Virtual man, welcome back. It's, it's impossible. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of impossible. Welcome back, virtual man. Welcome back, Sumit Das. Welcome back, Sons. We have the bro army here. If Hussein comes on, we'll be like full on bro, right? Pach Pandav kind of thing. So I'm the fifth one, just so you guys know. I'm included in the chat. So that's what. So personality build करने के लिए सबसे पहला what you require is consistency, right? So consistently other people perceiving you in a certain way. That's why we have unique hairstyles, we have unique perfumes, we have unique dressing sense, we have something that identifies us as a unique person, right? And also, so this is also what people call brand and image development, but this is in short the consistent image that you project. Yes, it is, yeah, it is kind of propaganda. So every time elections come around, we have all these things going on, right? But it's fine. It's see, every agenda, like for example, now so many people are gathering over here. Now they will be doing a lot of sales, a lot of food items going out, lot of this. So business is right affected. Like they get a lot of business also. So I'm kind of not very differential about this because end of the day people are surely getting somehow or the other kind of benefit out of this, so it is fine. And if they get what they want, definitely there's a huge upside to it, so it's fine. And for Virtual Man and Sumit, if you guys are wondering, so what is happening is there is protest going on right now in my area, in Mumbai area entirely, and even in Pune, I think right now, because Pune is the hub. So these places are having certain demonstrations for getting reservation for some people, and that's all I'm allowed to say because we cannot have this discussion on live because it's right now it's going on, so it's not good to give live updates. Whoever the leader is gets so much. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of really true. But yes, let's not talk about the leadership. Let's get back to personality. Sons. So also, for example, on chat we have different personalities, right? Sons we know is a very active person. Virtual man asks a lot of question. Virtual man and Sumit Das, both of you guys have a lot of nice questions related to perfumery and personality. So we all have a certain perception in other people's mind, which is basically going to come across as something that you can maintain, right? And you can also build upon. So one of our modules, we also teach people how to build these perceptions around them, right? And me being the kind of leader, I am not allowed to have a certain personality because that completely defeats the purpose of teaching it. And for that very reason you'll find out that I have a lot of different styles of playing it off on the chat also, and when I come online also I have different ways of going about things. So yeah, a lot of things keep happening around this whole topic. I fooling. Okay, let's get back to topic. Yes, let's get back to topic. Who is this? नहीं है भाभी जी घर पर. So whoever you are, भाभी जी, thank you and welcome to the live chat. I don't even understand what that is, but it's fine. Session on coding. No, Sumit, we did not have the live session on coding. Not yet. We want to have that live session and we'll actually do some live coding if required, but no, we did not have that yet. And yes, today we can talk about that actually. Last time we took virtual's request and we did the live perfume. Today we can talk about coding, right? So how do I extrapolate the perception and perception thing into coding? But then Hussein is not here today because Hussein was the other person. No, 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 you've not missed it. But Hussein was the other programmer who's also programming the game. So we have yet to come to that live session. And yes, so the perception thing we can also extrapolate from the branding aspect, right? So, for example, an app where you're all on YouTube, YouTube has a certain personality of its own, right? YouTube is semi-serious content, whereas Instagram currently has become semi-serious for some people, but Instagram is usually aspirational content. So if you want to aspire and you want to dream big and you want big goals, you go to Instagram and get all your inspirations from there. But if you want to listen to long videos and technical videos and all those other sort of high quality content, you come to YouTube, right? So that's also perception difference. So perception related, like how do you build your own personality in a way which you want? Like if you have an image that you want to project out into the world, that is something we can talk about, right? If you want to build a persona or you want to build a certain aura about yourself, that is something we can talk about today. So today's thing is all about perception and persona. I can say that I'm not affected by what people think about me, but that's not true. I usually get highly affected by this. How can I avoid it? Maybe it's after the I get some guidelines on this. Virtual man, absolutely. This is a great topic. Great topic. Right? So we do get affected by what people think of us, right? So how do you tackle that? First of all, you have to have a very core understanding of yourself. Okay, so for example, what is it that drives you, what actually matters to you, and what do you live for, like what is your mission in life, all those kind of questions. Once you have answered those, you can come here, right? Unless those are, so for example, without having a reason or a purpose, you will never have the confidence, right? And the confidence to exist is much higher than the confidence to project, right? So for example, if I am not a mafia guy, okay, for example, let's take that, I'm not a mafia guy, but if I want to project that image of a mafia guy, I will always know that I'm faking it, right? If I'm always faking it, I'll always be on the edge that people will discover me. You will also get the sense that if you know, when somebody tries to knock you out of the shoe, you will try to, you know, kind of defend yourself. So people become defensive. When this is a fake image, people get defensive. When it's a fake image, people get aggressive, right? You will get annoyed. So any kind of image that you're projecting that is not your true self, you will always get that kind of a reaction from the masses and yourself. And if anything at all, if it annoys you or makes you angry, there is a certain part of you that you have not completely explored, right? So if this is the question where you don't want to please people but then you still end up doing it, and what others think of you is affecting you, is because there is a certain aspect of yourself you have not yet discovered, right? So if what is it that you have not discovered? So that is where we can begin, right? So what aspect of your life that you feel it's either a half fulfilled dream, right? It's a some longing to do something that you're not able to do. Longing for freedom is not included in that, but some sort of longing, some sort of lost love, something that is uh, not letting you fully express yourself, is the area where you want to be when you're exploring this question, is one. Okay, so once that foundation is built, once you understand what is that one thing that I want to do or wanted to do and did not do, that is where you start, right? And once you have identified that, the second step immediately is to become an expression of that. So for example, if I want to do perfumes, right? If I want to appear blue collar or white collar, if that is my priority, then the perfumery thing takes a backseat. But if I'm a perfumer, I'm true to myself, I'm being a perfumer and I'm telling people about perfumes, every single point is speaking the same thing, right? Every single point I am only speaking one language, which is perfumes. So for the mafia thing, if I am not able to hit people but I want to be a mafia boss, it doesn't work that way. So in physically abusing people and mentally harassing people and extorting money and then projecting yourself as a mafia boss, that is called coherence. So if you're not able to do around those three, four activities, then you'll not be able to project that image, right? And the same way, so when people, so for example, now getting affected wala part, okay, so this is the core concept. This is where you build your foundations. And once the foundation is built around your core message, around your core structure, around who you are, once you build that structure, okay, now what will happen is many people will not like what you do. Many people will not appreciate or agree with you. For example, again, taking the mafia thing, not everyone wants you to become a gunda or a mafia. But then you want to do it and you do it anyway, and your family will not appreciate it. Your friends will not appreciate it. The same thing, if you become a billionaire, okay, you want to become a billionaire, you want to earn a lot of money, which means you'll have to spend 12, 14, 16 hours a day working on your dreams. And your girlfriend will not appreciate that. Your family will not appreciate that. Your friends will not appreciate that. Especially because the friends will also be in a dilemma that you are performing and you are achieving your dreams and they are not able to. So they'll say things like, "Arey chill mar, don't work so hard, don't do so many things at once. You are, overexerting yourself." They'll bring in all philosophies. So all these things, the structure is built in a way where you are always pulled down because the number of people pulling you down is always higher, right? So you have to have this awareness that whatever people say, it's out of selfishness. It's either to pull you down so that they don't feel bad about not achieving their dreams. Okay, if somebody is pulling you down, if somebody is trolling you, if they are purposefully saying hurtful things, it's just to take your attention off of your goals. And if that happens, then they have succeeded, right? So that's the long story short version. And now how to not get affected is simple. You just have to be mentally prepared that this is going to happen. So let me just reiterate what you just said. Not affected by people what they think about me, but that's not true. I usually get highly affected by this. How can I avoid it? So one is that if you're highly affected by it, you are an emotional person, you are a sensitive person, and being sensitive and emotional is beautiful. Okay, I'm also emotional and sensitive. I used to get affected by people a lot, and gradually, even my mentors helped me see this, that everyone whom I go for an opinion is not a friend. Everyone whom I ask for an opinion is not a friend. Maybe I respect them, I value them, but it's not the same for them. They might be jealous or they might be having some other dimension or mentality about it, right? So that is where you identify people you go to talk to, right? Are they really Amije Tumar, exactly. So, are they really your well wishers? Are they really people who want to see you grow? Because nobody does. If tomorrow you become a billionaire and your friends remain like struggling in the day to day life, they will never want to see you grow. Only another billionaire will understand you because they have also made similar sacrifices in their personal life. So that level of understanding will help you understand why these things are happening today. Okay, and you getting affected is because final answer, like 1 2 we have covered the foundation and the targeting. The foundation is where you build your persona, you build your foundation so strong that you are sure about what you want to do. Nothing anybody else says will ever move you. That is how you should be sure about it in your head. That is your foundation. Once the foundation is built, the second thing is where you understand that you getting approval from the wrong people will always be wrong. If you want to be a millionaire, you go for an approval from a millionaire, not from your friends and family. So that is where you will understand, you have the knowledge, right? And the third thing, now final thing, right? You should happen to the world, not the world should happen to you. Okay. Correct. Yeah, Amija Tumar is absolutely what I also repeated. So Now the third thing is, if you are clear about your mission, you are clear about what you want to do, you will be very happy to be sensitive to people and expect, okay, expect things. Okay, I'm not saying don't expect. Expect things only from the people who can understand your mission. So if you want to become a spiritual person, you cannot expect something spiritual from a person who is running behind money. And if you want to earn money, you want to earn tons and tons of money, you cannot understand or expect or even touch a person who's spiritual, because the spiritual person will shame you, will be using very derogatory terms for you when they see that you want money. And the person behind money will shame you for going behind a target which is so stupid. Like, give up money, why should you give up money? So you have to get these kind of approvals, the kind of circles that you make in the right kind of atmospheres. And that is it, bro. You have to care about your mission. If you're not sensitive and you're not caring enough, you cannot build a mission. You cannot have people joining your mission. You cannot have reality checks from people who have already achieved what you want, right? That is end of the day what we want to achieve something. So this is thing, but then your personality should speak your mission, your personality should exude the mission, and always take advice from the right people, not from the wrong people. So if that is what, if you want to be a mechanic, go talk to a mechanic. If you want to be an engineer, go talk to an engineer. Engineer cannot talk to a mechanic, mechanic cannot talk to an engineer. Languages are different, right? That's like again, a circus ka joker also has a purpose, right? Their whole mission is to be so good at making people laugh, so that is their mission. Now just imagine this person going and talking to a scientist, saying, tell me the science of how to become a better joker. The scientist will just mock them off, saying, okay, this does not require anything, you just go fall on the ground and use physics and gravity. But on the other hand, if this person goes to a behavior therapist or a behavior specialist, they will exactly tell you know what kind of fall will trigger the highest laugh, what kind of nose blooping will generate the highest you know laughter. So you go to the right expert. You never ever take suggestions from the wrong expert. Just because the expert is available does not mean you have to take the opinion of this expert, okay? So virtual man, one thing is not being deeply affected by what people say is expectation. You are expecting them to understand what you mean, what is inside your head, what is inside your feelings. So if, for example, if you are feeling happy, it's a chemical reaction in the body, it's a chemical reaction. The happiness is inside you, it's a chemical reaction, it's inside your brain, the brain is perceiving it, but it cannot like come out of your skin, right? So the same way, when we want to express happiness, we laugh, we smile. When we want to express anger, we cry out, we shout, right? We use some or the other physical means to get that feeling out of you, but it is not possible, right? Because you're feeling all that inside you. So the best way is to manage your environment, manage the kind of people you talk to, manage the kind of advices you get, manage the kind of expectations you build around people, right? So if a person is not at all aligned with your mission, you build an expectation that this person will mock me and will not understand my mission. If there's a person who's doing better in your field, don't make that person your enemy. Go and talk to that person, make them your mentor. Don't let your ego come in between your progress. That is the major thing, right? You don't let your ego come in between your progress. So if you want the highest level of expertise in something, you go and talk to them. If you want if you are having problem in your family or your friend circle or with your girlfriend or your wife, you do not go to them directly and talk to them. You do not go to your friends and face them saying this, because then you are implying that they have a certain amount of maturity to deal with what you have to say. Not true. Because if they had the maturity in the first place, those things would not have happened, right? So you go to a specialist, basically a therapist, right? A psychologist, and you talk about these things and understand how to manage your expectations. And absolutely, then when somebody is mocking you in front of you, you can remain calm and exude that predator personality. But that predator personality has to come from you. not from the other person, because people are stupid. They will mock you, they will disgruntle you, they will not try to understand you, they will try to even mock your progress at a certain point. So yes, what they say will affect you, as long as you are expecting the right response from the wrong people. That's all in all what you need to understand. If you're expecting a certain right response from the wrong people, you will always be disappointed, and you will have to have that expectation management in you. Yes, we should admire him or her. Absolutely, Sons. You should admire the people. For example, Sons, you might understand this. So, there was this troll on our page a while back. We are very infatuated with this troll. His name was Raja, and then his name was Red One. His name was Horse Fox. Something something 5 6 names he came with. Now, this troll, other than harassing people, he showed me dexterity, how one person is managing 5 different accounts just for the purpose of harassment. Okay, and I actually recently I mentor a bunch of people, and I gave them this very example, that look at the dedication of this troll who's coming on live streams just to troll people and feel happy about themselves, right? So if this person, Raja, kudos to you, Raja, if this person had not had the passion to come online and troll other people to make themselves happy, I would not have got this example. This person called me bald over and over again. If I did not have the patience to listen to him or her, I would not have the guts to say this right now. But what happened is, I understood the desire for approval is much higher in a person compared to the desire for approving others, right? So Raja today is just dying for approval, and that shows me the nature of humans. So virtual man, if you know what, I'll tell you a trick I learned from analyzing Raja. Okay, if you compliment the person, okay, you compliment the person once or twice on just random things, and then you ask for a feedback, it's a 80% higher chance that you'll get a positive feedback. 80% higher chance. You just say simple things like, oh wow, nice t-shirt, oh wow, nice watch, oh wow. So just start with oh wow, add a nice random statement to it, give them a compliment. Even your enemies will melt. Even your enemies will melt. This is my guarantee. Too many guys, but all of them so hard. Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. We banned them to the moon, right? Because we want the chat clean. But then, yes, coming back. So you compliment someone else twice, thrice maybe. Even Raja used this very same technique, right? He used to appreciate, give positive comments and positive feedback to Felicity. Felicity fell for this trick, right? No genuinity required. Don't be blunt. Don't be upfront. Okay, first of all, understand, if you really want that kind of approval that people just melt, give them compliments first and then expect the compliment back, right? Second, if you want to talk about something deep, okay, which is not as superficial as a compliment, but it is required for you, please go to an expert. Don't talk to random people. Don't talk to your family and friends. They are super random. You got them by chance. Don't talk to them. Okay? Family and friends will never understand your point of view because they have their own point of view. For example, if you are passionate about playing football, you come to me and you talk to me how passionate things are about football. I won't understand because I am not into anything other than mixed martial arts. Because for me, mixed martial arts at least gives me a skill which I can use in the real life to defend myself. A football, I cannot kick around to defend myself. So the same way, certain things will make sense to only you, and certain things will not make sense to other people. Okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. They can have their views, you can have your views, but then that is where you stop the cycle. That is where you stop looking for other people to approve of your ideas. That is where you say enough is enough, let me build my ideas, let me stay with my ideas, and let's see how things go from here. So that's the best thing, virtual man. If you can simply do this, build your own foundation, right, so strong that even prisoners from Azkaban cannot help it but bow down to your dedication. That is when you'll win. That is when you'll have something to speak about, right? And that is when people agreeing or disagreeing will stop mattering, because all of your emotions, all of your power, all of your sensitivities will be focused on this one thing that you want to do. Instead of going all over the place and asking people, you will have this one thing you are building, and you will just dedicate your life to it, and then your personality will reflect this. Then your personality will reflect dedication. That is what we all want. It will reflect discipline. We all want that, right? It will reflect power. We all want that. So power, discipline, and action orientation. Every single day you'll wake up with something to act upon, right? And people will appreciate all these qualities. Even if they don't agree with you, they want to hurt you very bad, but you'll have a bigger mission in mind and you'll move towards that mission, right? So now Sons and me, we wanted to build this community, Lami community, and we just moved on with our mission, right? Instead of going to other people's life, we made our own life, and here we are sitting on the live and we are chatting once or twice a week, and you guys come in, join in, and it's amazing. Now this is 4 or 5 people brotherhood, right? And which is fine, okay, which is beautiful, because this is what we want. This is what mission we had in mind, right? And the safe community that we wanted is again what we are building here right now. So now any kind of distraction comes, calls me bald, calls anything else, doesn't matter, because we are not here for their approval. We are here to build our community, right? We want our safe space, we want our mission to happen. And so that is where you, if you have a mission, virtual man, you will never have the time to consider other people, right? If you have a mission, amplify it so much, like increase the amplitude so much that everything else becomes noise, okay? So this is what even Steve Jobs used to do this, right? He said only one thing is signal, everything else is noise. So you have to figure out where is the signal. With friends, where is the signal? What is the noise? You know, with my life, what is the signal? What is the noise? With my personality, what is the signal? What is the noise? Cut out the noise immediately. Focus on the signal, right? And for this a very example, we can also take Abhimanyu, right? From Mahabharat. So Abhimanyu had this whole thing, dumb and greedy for subs, at least for me. Yeah, Sons, that is how she did come out, right? That is how personality management, bro. That's what we are talking about, personality management. So she did come out that way. I know she is not that way, but then she did come out that way because she has no leadership skills. She does not know how to handle that situation. A lot of things went wrong, because of which now that was the case, which is not totally her fault also, but not totally not her fault also, which is fine. We can just let her off the hook. Hey Fajr, what's up? Welcome back. And guys, I was shocked to know that Fajr has a huge perfume collection. I hope Fajr you put that collection online someday, and we can all come and subscribe to your channel and check out the whole collection, like the whole, I don't even know, more than what, 100, 150 100 perfumes at least, right? In just one corner of your room, you have like 100 perfumes. So beautiful collection. Please put it online for us to see. Right? So Fajr, please do that someday. And back to you, virtual man. So I would say, yes, it does require some work. Okay. The shortcut way of getting through from, like, through the people and just rushing it through is that you compliment the other person first and then take a review, right? That's the shortcut, that's the hack. That's kind of a psychology hack, that you compliment them first, then start with your discussion. No matter what kind of mood you are in, compliment the person first. That puts them under an obligation to compliment you back. That is again, Sons, that is what happened with Felicity, because Raja kept on complimenting her before in the chat. She had an obligation to not offend him, not do this, and even compliment his activity and whatnots. So that's the kind of symbiosis happens if you are the one to compliment first. The other person lets down their guard. That's the easiest way, virtual man. You can start with that, then you can build upon it, and then you can also work towards your deeper reasons, and you get such a hardcore reason that So here with the lifestyle club, what we are doing is we want to take the profits from this shop and we want to help out our athletes, right? So we'll be sponsoring proteins for them, because a lot of athlete in India at least, they have the talent and skill but not the right nutrition, and dal chawal se kaam nahi chalta. So what we are doing is we are sponsoring these athletes from the profits of this shop, and that is a mission that we, that is keeping us going for so long. No, we don't have a problem with that, but with the mindset, absolutely. Some more on the way. Merged Ignite Tooth, Midnight Tooth, Liquid Brown. Wow, nice, Faisal. That's a huge, huge collection, bro. Thank you so much. I've been listening to every word carefully. It feels like advice from big brothers. Yo, yeah, absolutely. You can consider me a big brother. Truly makes me want to do much more than I'm doing right now. Thank you, brother. Absolutely virtual, man. Absolutely. Much to come into my absolutely for sure. Even I'm waiting for the emoji to come. Yeah. Oh, should think about the chat. Absolutely, they should think about the chat. And yes, virtual man. That is where I was coming with the Abhimanyu example, right? I was coming with the Abhimanyu example. So Abhimanyu is cherished as a warrior even today because he learned the skill of getting into the wheels of destruction. Okay, English translation itna hard hai. In the wheels of destruction, he knew how to get into it, but he never knew how to come out of it. It's not because of that, right? So some people would call it incompetence. अरे नहीं आता तो काय को घुसा, नहीं आता क्यों किया, नहीं आता. No, people still cherish Abhimanyu. You know why? See, goosebumps. Goosebumps, guys. So it's not because Abhimanyu is incompetent in coming out of the Chakravyuh. It's because when he went in the Chakravyuh, it took 8 or I think 12 warriors, like the top class warriors, and around 10,000 normal warriors to bring him to his knees. And even then, he did not stop fighting. Even then, he did not stop fighting. Till the last minute, he did not stop fighting. So Abhimanyu is not cherished for his knowledge or authority or knowing things or his seniority or whatever. Not even for his common sense. Like common sense dictates, if you don't know how to come out, don't get into the trouble, right? अगर तुमको निकलना नहीं आता तो फटे में टांग मत डालो. But Abhimanyu is cherished. Even people like me, we cherish the bravery of Abhimanyu. Yeah, especially being in business, it's always the, I call it the Abhimanyu syndrome. Yeah, you always enter a business half baked, like you don't have the full knowledge, right? How the market will react, you don't know. How things will happen, you don't know. The hows of it, you never know, right? But still you get into the game and then you start figuring it out. That's like the Abhimanyu syndrome. Like I always tell all my students, have the Abhimanyu syndrome. Get and then figure out, right? In English they say hit the ground land, running. So even if you don't have landing gear, you hit the ground running. And Steve Jobs also used to call it ship it before you make it perfect. So make it perfect later on. First you ship the material. So that's all playing into the same theme. So that's where, if Abhimanyu listened to those voices, he would not enter. If Elon Musk listened to voices, he would not enter. If I listened to the voices, I would not enter. Being a mechanical engineer, being a psychology expert, being a even ethical hacking expert, right now I'm doing perfumes because guys, the maximum return on investment, right? The maximum leverage for per hour basis, skill to money conversion is happening in perfumes. So as a business person, for me, having all those million skills doesn't matter. This right here is outperforming every other skill that I have, right? This perfume business, it's making me more money than I would have done in ethical hacking, I would have done in marketing, I would have done in psychology as a therapist. All of that aside, this is making me more money compared to every other field. So this is common sense right now. But when I entered this field, I had a lot of voices. telling me नहीं कर पाएगा, अरे तू जानता क्या है, what is perfume. 1.5 years ago I started and there were perfume experts coming and telling me अरे लोगों को 10-10 साल लग जाते हैं एक दुकान खड़ा करने में. Today we are having 70% profit. We are self-reliant. We are with zero promotion, right? We are self-reliant. We have been paying the bills and making money and paying our staff. Everything is happening. And all those voices, all those people earlier who used to tell me अरे नहीं कर पाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा, एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए, औकात चाहिए, टुडे दे कम एंड दे सिंपली टेल मी भाई कैसे किया. And I tell them it's logical deduction. And that's where Hussein would have pitched in, but logical deduction. मेरा एम्पलीफायर्स क्या है, मुझे क्या चाहिए, मुझे पैसा अगेंस्ट मनी टाइम चाहिए. मेरा सबसे ज़्यादा हाईएस्ट रेट ऑफ कन्वर्जन कहाँ पे हो रहा है, पैसा वर्सेस टाइम का. कम से कम टाइम दे के ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पैसा निकालना है, ये मेरा बिजनेस यहाँ पे हो रहा है. ऑल दीज थिंग्स देन आई टेल देम एंड दे कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड इट, right? So that's just how the give and take works, right? But then you have to have that thing. And even today when somebody mocks me for having a perfume store, I just smile back. They tell me अरे अत्तर वाले, ए अत्तर वाले. And they're my family, by the way. By the way, they're my family. They are earning half of what I'm earning. Okay, and just because they have an IT job, like this is beautiful. Just because they have an IT job and they go to an office every single day, they will call me अत्तर वाला and they'll be like, और कैसा चल रहा है, दुकान पे बैठते हो कि नहीं, कैसा चल रहा है, दुकान कैसा चल रहा है. And I listen to those mockeries and I'm like, अच्छा चल रहा है, बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है. Because inside I have a realization, either this is superiority complex or this is jealousy. Both of those things I will not engage with. Virtual man, understand this. My peace of mind is very important. I will not engage with people who want jealousy and superiority complex. And because the moment I engage with them, I'm now playing their game, right? They will use that. So if I respond to insecurity saying अरे नहीं अच्छा चल रहा है, then they will want to know my business and come to me, and out of jealousy they will either नजर लगा देंगे या तो फिर मेरा धंधा कॉपी करेंगे या कुछ ना कुछ. So again I'm playing their game. Superiority में even if I tell them that I'm making millions and billions, they will always find a point or a flaw saying अरे वो सब तो ठीक है लेकिन ये नहीं कर रहा है, वो सब तो ठीक है लेकिन ये नहीं कर रहा है. And end of the day what is happening is again they are beating me to a pulp. So tell me, virtual man, honestly tell me, is it any use for me to engage with these two voices, either telling me out of superiority or jealousy? Only two conditions they will be mocking. The third condition is appreciation, right? So they will come and say अच्छा कर रहे करते रहे, no expectation from me and nothing, like just nothing. They're just appreciating and moving on in their life because they have something to do. They don't have enough free time to come and bog me down, right? Okay, मैं आ रहा हूँ फिर से. कितना टाइम है यहाँ पर? Sons, I don't know. आज कम ही टाइम है because we started with the 50% battery. Now we are at 42% battery. And the topics I think are dictated by the members. So I think Virtual Man raised a beautiful question, which I was, thanks to my mentors, thanks to my teachings, thanks to people who have trained me, I was able to tell you, Virtual Man, how to tackle this problem. And if this answers your question, it is well and good. But the question comes from you. So Sons, if you have a question, Fajr, if you have a question, you guys can ask and I will be more than happy to pass on my knowledge. Yes, Virtual Man, that's 35 years of mental torture. Right, because I'm also from a North Indian North Indian family. So the kind of torture we have in right from Rajasthan, Chandigarh, UP, Bihar, like that entire belt. So my family kind of trained me for being mentally strong, right? I went to psychologists to be mentally strong. And now I agree that I'm mentally strong, but it came at a price, right? Till date, I decided not to get married till I'm mentally strong. So I postponed my marriage. I've been postponing my marriage since I was 27. Now I'm 35. Past 7 years, 7 years. Past 7 years, I have been postponing my marriage. So that when I do get married, I think by next year I'm getting married. So when I do get married, I want to be prepared to take care of another human being, right? So that was the motivation to stay solo, to have a running business where I can enjoy a time with my family, and to make that business to get mentally strong in order to tackle the business and tackle the confrontations in a business. So I had a lot of motivations going in, and that is why the strength has come. But it is not because of me, I'll tell you. It's always because of the people in your life. I've had mentors from USA, I've had mentors from Russia, I have had mentors who have made billions and lost billions, like the Russian mentor. He is a kind of, you can say, an oligarch. So he told me how he was losing billions and still chilling out on a chair because it was just nothing. So it was a beautiful blend of a spiritual mentality combined with a very physical outlook. So those mentors kind of taught me how to look at life in a different way, and that kind of worked out for me. Relatives always want to know what you are doing, what you will be doing. My parents are not like that, never interested in other people's lives. But yes, this is how the works eventually. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's the relatives part. I avoid. You don't have to be mentally strong. Just have to be an avoidant, relation avoidant. So you do not meet your relatives. Okay, whenever there's a family gathering, do not meet them, because see again, this is a documented fact, by the way, virtual man. If you lie to someone, you actually become mentally weak, right? So go online, go on YouTube after this live chat and search for the experiment where lying makes you physically weak. Okay, lying will make you physically weak. So they keep their hands out. If they are saying the truth, the host cannot move the hand, but the moment they lie for a millisecond, the hand goes down. Physically, your neurons are affected when you lie. Okay, your heart rate changes when you lie. So in front of relatives, whenever you have to lie, right, you're not feeling happy but you have to say you're happy, that's a lie, right? You're not doing good but you have to say you're doing good, that's a lie. And if they hear you're doing good and they get jealous, you have to say five more lies to just calm them down. So it's crazy, it's a mishmash. Had to step away for a bit. I'm back. Welcome back, Sumit Das. Welcome back. So yeah, that's virtual man. That's how technically it kind of works. Yeah. So, and yeah, that's how things work out. So all those voices, make sure you are grounded in yourself so much that you don't give a damn about who thinks what and what they speak about you, what they shit talk about you. Okay, just don't care about that. It is similar. It is similar for everyone, yeah. Because see, that's why Christianity has termed it as universal sin, jealousy being a sin. Okay, so instead of appreciating someone, you are wishing that you had what the person has. That is fine. That's called a desire and aspiration. But then you turning negative about someone else just because you can, out of spite, out of pitifulness, and then you using that to tell the person that you are doing wrong in your life, tell their parents बच्चा क्या कर रहा है तुम्हारा, tell their relatives अरे पता है उनका बेटा क्या कर रहा है. All this is spitefulness, it is vengeance, it is taking out their frustration on you, making you. So how do you defend yourself? One, either become invisible, right? And two, understand if they don't respect you or reward you or do anything, you know please do not tolerate that behavior. Yes, Sumit Das, kind of borderline stoic advices. Yeah, because Virtual Man asked how to stop being affected by what people say about us. How to stop reacting to what people say about us. And we went into a semi stoic discussion about how to stop getting affected. So there were three things: build your foundation so strong that you don't have time to talk to these people who say negative things about you. Second is, once you have your foundation and your purpose in place, you happen to the world. Don't let the world happen to you. You spend each and every moment thinking, how do I happen to the world? How do I take my knowledge and my skills and happen in the world, right? And the third thing is, if nothing works, then start off with a compliment, because the moment you compliment someone, they are obliged to be nice to you, right? So if you know there's somebody toxic, the moment you start talking to them, you compliment them once or twice or thrice on the most basic things, and then see how you can diffuse that whole situation. So the moment you, if your uncle comes who's very toxic, and you know the moment he opens up his mouth, he will be saying bad things about you, be diplomatic and compliment their watch, compliment their dress, compliment something about them which will just diffuse the bomb, and they'll be like, ah, okay, you think I'm good? Okay, I never thought that you will think I'm good because I always keep fucking up your mood, but thank you for the compliment, and now I will not say anything bad about you. Hussein, welcome back. Welcome back, Hussein. How are you? Yeah, so the whole gang is here. Sumit, Virtual Man, Sons, and Hussein. All four are here, for sure. All five are here. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So, yeah, again, Hussein. I think we mentioned this in between also, that we wanted your deduction on how to deal with a situation where if somebody says something, it affects you very deeply, right? So how to avoid that? So I've given my entire angle. If Hussein, you can add to it, Sumidas, you can add to it, you guys please feel free to add to it. Oh, Sumidas, yes, Sumit, yes. Marcus Aurelius is a godsend. He was a godsend. Yeah. So yeah, so virtual man, even for you and other people watching, there are more people than expected. So other people who are secretly watching, other than us three people. So what happens is, Marcus Aurelius is a guy who mastered the Stoic principles, and clearly he is the number one source of not giving a fuck. Okay. Okay, YouTube will reduce the reach of this video because I'm saying that word again and again, but legit, there's no other way I can explain this. Okay, there's no other way. Like, no way to put this into words other than saying not giving a fuck. So, Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic people, they also have a philosophy that if you can control it, then control it. If you cannot control it, then don't give a fuck. Right? So those are the two things, right? So if you can do something, for example, if I'm smelling bad, I take a perfume, ulta nahi marne ka. Now I'm smelling good. Now I'm smelling of two perfumes because I was smelling good even before. But then I did this. This was in my control. But if today my brother walks in and he's smelling bad, I tell him what is in my control. I tell the person smelling bad, put a perfume. The person listening to me or not is not in my control. My friend walks in smelling bad, use a perfume. Person doing it or not in my control. Uh, Now the variables to consider is the other person. Either I say you're smelling bad, they feel bad about it, their insecurities are engaged, they feel hurt. How could I be so rude to them? All sorts of things can happen in their head, which I am not aware of. Okay, so I do not escalate it further. The moment they say no, I stop, because I don't know. It's what they think after that is not in my control. Their self confidence is not in my control. So rather, don't say anything hurtful, right? So I stop there. So that is where Seneca and Marcus Aurelius say, if it's not in your control, leave it, because one is you cannot control it. No need to have expectations about it, and if you force the issue, it might create problems which are unforeseen. So, for example, if I force my friend to put on a perfume, the person might develop a negativity towards me, which was not in my control. Not forcing was still in my control, but now this person is agitated and feels wrong about things, not in my control. So, beautiful philosophy to look out for that. only do things that are in your control. So if rains are happening, that ship wala example, right? I think if you have read Seneca or any Stoic principle, I think that's the first example they give. There was this ship and it was heading into storm, and everyone was shitting their pants, saying, this is happening, that is happening. This one guy who was not affected by this. So everyone comes and asks, you are a stoic person, what is happening? You know, and now this guy suddenly before speaking he starts thartharing and saying, oh, I am also scared, I am also scared. And then they people fright out. They're like, you were supposed to be guiding us and you are scared. And he's like, yes, because being scared is what is happening naturally. I cannot do anything about it. I will be scared. Can I do something about the rains? I cannot do anything about it. The rains will keep happening. All I can do is maintain my peace inside my head and I can stay silent. So, again, no need to suppress your feelings if you're a stoic. No need to suppress your feelings. You can express the feelings, but without an attachment to the outcome. And that's what Krishna says. Now, see, this is how everything is connected. Now, Krishna says, Karm karte ja, phal ki chinta mat kar. Comes back to this bodhisattva, the path of enlightenment, comes back to this everything. But then, yes, I hope, virtual man, let me stop here because if the train starts, it will never stop. So, virtual man, I hope you got the answer to your question. Right, brother? We have now brotherhood now. You think we had it now? We had it since you first joined in, okay? You're a brother since then. So don't worry about it. Everyone here, Sumit Das, like the people we do know, right? Virtual man, Sumit Das, Hussein, Sons, Fajr. Okay, these people I consider brothers any which ways, so it's totally fine. You guys are anytime welcome to the shop also. And yes, Sumit Das, being in a dark place, in a self-deletion kind of place also, stoicism helps. For sure, it helps. And also, if you have read that, and if you're into the detachment wala thing, I can suggest that you read something called the Ashtavakra Gita. If you have the time, read up the English translation just once. It's like a 25-page book, not a very long book. And it also gives, like, it's the stoicism which was in like 6,000 years old, 12,000 years old stoicism, I think. So that Raja Dasharath and everything, I think, in there. Beautiful book, beautiful story. And you'll love it. Like, if you like stoicism and you are into Indian culture, you'll love that book. There are a lot of videos on these authors. Yes, there are. And letters by Seneca and letters by Marcus Aurelius. I think these two things are the true source where they discuss these things. Also review the one you created the other day. Yes, virtual man. Oof. Oof. I woke up so late today, I cannot tell you. Now this whole shirt is smelling of JPG Ultra Male. So this is Paco Rabanne. Okay, this place is still there. So let's see what happened to the perfume that we built that day. I love the spray, how far it goes. Yep, I'm sending this to you. Send me your address on Instagram, I'll send this to you. I want you to review this. Oh, I can just simply describe this as beautiful. Love it. Now you cannot differentiate that we put Azaro Most Wanted separately. It's just blended into with the Terre de Hermes. The cherry blossom has completely, like the blossom tree has completely blossomed into something woody, because now it's not hard cherry, it's like simply woody. It's beautifully complementing the Azaro Most Wanted notes. And see, from this radiance, this is a white lotus layer. I can legit feel a white lotus layer over here. Yeah, beautiful. So this is beautiful, like top note white lotus, blossom, cherry blossom tree, like the blossom wood. And then when you keep going inside, Terre de Hermes aqua has been completely like dissolved into the base note. No, you cannot. Like, I can understand. Like, if I focus on it, I can recognize Azaro most wanted in this. But if I didn't know I had Azaro in this, I would not be able to recognize. 130 MCL, Sumit Das. Yes, the power of 130 MCL. Like, you want to test how far it goes? No, just this much. Yeah, like across the whole screen. Yeah, virtual man, please go to your Instagram. Okay, go to my Instagram first, which is Lami Kairo, the same name. Go there, send me your address. I will parcel this to you. I will parcel this to you, and we have a new fragrance created thanks to the team. I will not be sharing credit, unfortunately, because this is developed by you. So send me the address and I'll send it to you for free because I love this note. Simply because of that. I love this note, I'll send it to you for free. You deserve this. If I'm not mistaken. Right, virtual man, you suggested this blend. I quizzed someone in the YSL outlet day before yesterday about the atomizer. That's awesome. That's awesome. Sumit, so were they able to answer your quiz? That's the main question. Were they able to answer your quiz? "130 MCL. This is the highest capacity that we can go to, maybe, for now." No, agreed. They are just salespeople, right? They don't know how the technicalities work. But then with YSL, I think they should be. They look giddy. Yeah, they will. Yeah, the Indian habit of being giddy. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? खिसिया जाना. Yeah, so it's fine, man. Let me do the whole honor roll thing. Virtual man, send us your address. Okay, yeah, guys. So virtual man, if I remember correctly, you helped make this, right? Was it you? Managed to get a 10 ml YSL EDP. That's awesome. Which one? YSL, which? Why? Or which one? Which other thing? Yes, virtual man, so you deserve this. You deserve this. See? It's like, I feel like Vegeta and Goku when I do this. So, because it's pink also. So, go to Instagram, Lami Kairo, LAMIKAIRO, and send me your address. I am going to send this to you. We created this on live and I'll be sending this to you. Right? And you can review this yourself because honestly, I want you to review this. Just remember, this does not have any fixative, so you'll get the pure form. I can actually put some fixative in and then send it to you. So the lasting will exceed, I think, 6-7 hours. But other than that, I feel this is a beautiful combination. I think you should be the one reviewing it. Put up a photo and put up a review on our post. But can I just come in a while, please? We'll disclose few more things. Come in a while. Absolutely, virtual man, you can do that. Disclose few more things as in what? Like, are there secrets? Are you a Jedi? I think it is intense. Okay, YSL intense. Libre intense or Y intense? But I can come in. What are you going to disclose? Now I'm curious. Oh, elixir, nice. I'll tell you about a few things I have kept secret. Alright, virtual man, that is getting me excited. You're like the Jedi from Star Wars. YSL Y. Okay, cool. Elixir is good. I would say don't take anything below an EDP. Because anything below an EDP, it will not be a pleasant experience. I got the oil for EDT, right? The YSLY EDT, and it's not a good experience. 4 hours maximum. Like even after our fixatives, the maximum permissible limit we are putting the fixatives, and still we are just getting. Oh, that reminds me. God. Our imports were supposed to arrive today. Hey, welcome back, Jason. Welcome back. Welcome back. And so many of you guys are calling me Broski. I feel like a Broski now. Hey. So yeah, we had to check on the status of our imports, and we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. How do I do that? I cannot swipe down this because we are live. Let me just go and quickly check it out. And bro, virtual man, you're making me curious now. What is the dark secret that you are going to expose on this chat? Today we will have a revelation of a magnitude never seen before. Sumit Das, if you ever feel again, or any of you guys, if you ever feel again that you want to talk to someone, you guys can just call me up. I am actually a trained cognitive behavioral therapist, EFT, ECT, and CBT, cognitive based therapist, and also hypnotherapist. So you guys can just call me up and I'll hypnotize. You are feeling relaxed, kind of shit, right? So you can just hit me up, okay? Ever you feel down, ever something is not going right, just hit me up, okay? No. No, Jason is not coming out. What, man? No, not like that. Sumit Das, what explains what? Because we were talking about YSLY, right? So yeah, actually. So the ADT, anything below the ADP will definitely not last at all, right? Let me just check the status of our import because you guys will also be getting perfumes made out of this if we get it. At this point, we have paid 42% import duty on this. I better hope this was worth it. Found it? What the hell? Giving recruiters the cold shoulder. What? Babs to. Nope. Nope. Shifare, Yukai Shao, Freighter Works. Freighter Works. Order tracking. Let's just check where is it. Jason. Jason, no, he's not coming out like that. New Delhi. Still shows New Delhi, man. Bro, guys. I hate this. Still showing New Delhi. Why is it stuck in New Delhi? Come to Mumbai. Habibi. Okay, it was picked up from Delhi at 2 a.m. on 28th. So yesterday night 2 a.m. it was picked up from Delhi. This is a whole charter, but 30 to $40. See, best alternative I don't know because YSLY is a different DNA for sure. But I don't know the price, but I think you can go for Aqua de Gio, which is also a nice, light, breezy fragrance and a little bit citrus if you want. No worry, Sumit, no worry. So yeah, Jason, you can go for the EDT or EDP. EDP, don't go for EDT. So any kind of light scent, you do not go for the EDT, right? Because EDT only for half an hour or 1 hour. EDP for 6 hours, maybe 4 to 6 hours. Okay, let me not. I have Aqua de Gio. It's different though, ain't it? It is different, but in light notes, I think after YSLY, that is something you can appreciate. Hence, that one. But YSLY, I don't know. Any alternative to YSLY? No. Not really. I would not suggest. Everything will have a different DNA. Yeah, like Club Denuit, nope. Aroma of Club Denuit, nope. Cool Water, nope. Something on YSLY, Fruity Notes, Harley Davidson, EDP, no. What else is there? Then Purple Oud, no. Sauvage Dior, not at all. Not at all. Nope. I cannot think of any alternative for that. If you can expand your budget to maybe $1,000, we have Mason Francis EDP, the Baccarat Rouge 540. Baccarat Rouge 540 is something that you can go for in the $950 range. But for $40-50, I am honestly not aware of it. So, and I will not suggest anything that I have not personally used, my friend. So let's not suggest anything. Armani C, nope. Armani C is good, but not cannot replace it. Fabulous, fucking fabulous from Tom Ford is definitely a very different DNA, very different aquafloral DNA. Maybe no, not even YSL tuxedo. No, like I just cannot suggest something in $30-40 for that, right? Nope. And then we go to Indian made or something and just does not work. Nope, sorry, Jason. I cannot suggest something which is $30-40 and an alternative to YSLY. Still, let me just have a look if we have any other base note or top note that we can replace. Where is YSLY? YSLY. Right. Nope. Okay, if you want something similar, no, I cannot think. JPG Ultra Male, something that might replace this, but then it's not $30-40. I don't know what's the cost actually, but JPG Ultra Male, closest contender for this. If you can go a little harder, then you can go for Armaf Lionheart also, because it has a similar middle note. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can suggest. My little brother has been bugging me about it, and he has just a teenager. Ain't no way I'm spending $100 fragrance for a teenager. Absolutely true. You should not. Go for an inspired version. Go for an inspired version. Or a lower, okay, what you can also go for, Bleu de Chanel, something also you can look into. Bleu de Chanel, not similar but better. But no, I cannot think of anything which is in the same price range. Nope. Let me also now do the search version of this 30, 40 roller alternative for YSLY. YSLY. Okay, someone on Reddit claims to have. Tell them to stick to Axe. Okay, yeah. So there is YSL yeah plus albeit Y, which is YSL Y. Albeit Y. Okay. So there's something called albeit Y, if you can find it. Nope. It smells cheap and not likely to impress. Nope, you cannot. Exactly. That's why I use albeit Y for projection. It's better suited for longevity. Where Y also 1200, albeit 1700, total 2900, and plus 75, so 90 to 30. Okay, 30 M 3. Okay. Cool. Okay, so you can go for a YSLY 30 ml actually. If you want within that price range, just go for YSLY 30 ml. That's a better thing that you can do right now, because honestly, Jason, it's not worth the headache. Okay, it's not worth chasing the ghouls. Jason, what country are you in? Let me know that so I can actually suggest some store for you which will actually work out. And now I'm stuck on Reddit. I don't know how to congressionalize Reddit. And Sumit Das, I hope we got it cleared. What made sense to you? What explains a lot to you? I hope we made that clear. Okay. And YSLY, let me check the price. The other phone, I have 3% battery left. YSLY 30 ml USA. Okay, so there's this thing on Amazon. Nope, it's not on Amazon. Okay, nope. I thought I could, but this is 3.3 F fluid Oz. Where is the other things here? Where is the other one? Spicy woody, cedar fresh, spicy woody. Okay, EDP, both of them EDP. Okay. Nope, cannot find it. I think the 30 ml version also I'm not able to find for that country. And everything is $150. So sorry, buddy. Long Beach, East Side. Okay, we might have a lead. Long Beach, East Side. Macy's, $230. Sorry. YSO, 38. Okay, we have I think Sephora, $38 to $182. Okay. Sephora, 1.4 Oz, 40 ml EDP. Okay. Don't allow. I don't allow anyone to track my location. Okay, 1.4 Oz, 40 ml EDP you'll get for $99. What? Okay, they have a 0.34 Oz spray which is for $38. God. Nope, we were mistaken. We were mistaken by a long shot. And how much does Blue de Chanel cost? Blue de Chanel will cost you EDP. Nope, $200 out of stock. Okay, third option is, see the last option is we can just make this YSLY and send it to you, but this is the EDT version, so it will not last you that long. But this is the exact same DNA. So YSLY, love it. Okay, what is JPG? JPG Ultra Male. That is retailing for $100. What, man? Nope. Any good question? Why do you get ladies handbag in your store? Okay, Jason, that's not ladies handbag. Quick question, quick answer. That is actually made of jute. So that's a material, jute material bags. So we just collaborated with one of the local manufacturers and they do this jute production. And here we at TLC we have this whole thing of promoting local businesses. Even in our franchisee model, we will be promoting local Indian goods also. So this is handmade, I think, from local indigenous manufacturers, what they claim. And we are yet to go and see the factories, but here they are on display. If anyone wants to give order for like a corporate order or something, we have people coming in constantly. So they look at the bag and they give the orders, and then we pass it on to the respective people, which is I think Bate Co Goods or something, BATE, Bate Co Goods, and I think it's their name in the name, and that's why we have this here. So this is all eco-friendly, made of. This one is I think Joko. So this is Joko material, JOKO or JOCO, Joko material. This heart one is Joko material. These two are made of pure jute. So this is like we promoting the local businesses. So that's why they're here. Yes, cool beans. Thank you. Right. And where has Virtual Man gone to? Virtual Man, please reveal so we can leave. We are at 31% battery. Please, Virtual Man, please come back. And yes, Jason, I'm extremely sorry. I was not able to provide a alternative for YSLY at $30-40. But I'll honestly tell you, not worth it. If you cannot get the real perfume or this kind of a healthy perfume where it does not affect your skin and your health, do not buy a cheaper version because that will just play with your brother's health. And Axe Dio is again something you don't want him to be wearing a lot, right? And ठीक है, brother is fine, but for sisters especially, if you guys have sisters, do not let them use any kind of cheap colognes or cheap deodorants because that messes with their testosterone buildup. Virtual Man definitely coming out. He got cold feet now. Man's backing out. No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. Oh man. God. Nope. Also, Jason, if you're on the east side, you can also try and find out some. Like New Jersey has a lot of Indian stores, like duty-free stores. So over there, they have the same perfumes for a cheaper rate. There are some pages also who supply, but I would not suggest that in USA because that's a different story in the States. But yes, there are some stores I have heard in New Jersey because one of my friends is in New Jersey. She knows of some stores in New Jersey. Manhattan had one, but New Jersey has one right now. And those are like all Indian run mom and pop kind of things. Deodorants affect testosterone, not directly. For women, yes, they do. For men, not directly. For men, just the deodorant will do some colorization effects on your skin. That has, if it has those methanol. So for you have to look out for methanol, aldehydes, and aluminium. Methanol, methyl, aldehyde, and aluminium. Very hard to remember. Not a smart guy. But these four things, if any of this is on your deodorant, don't use it. Simply don't use it. If it's below $15, $20, and it has any of this written, just don't use it. You're not smelling the actual perfume, you're smelling the chemical in there. And they do create disturbances in your hormonal cycles, so don't use them. Deodorants, just don't use them. For example, get oil-based perfumes locally where the oil will react with your sweat and it will give off a better scent. We have a whole session which we covered where you actually wear a perfume which complements the kind of sweat that you have. So there's salty sweat, there is spicy sweat, right? There is liquid kind, watery sweat. Then there is pungent sweat, non-pungent sweat. There's this powdery sweat. So different type of sweats that we have, and you can just counter them with the right kind. So for example, if you have powdery sweat, anything will just diffuse the effect. But you put on something which is fruity, right? So a fruity scent will counter a powdery sweat. If you have a spicy sweat, go for anything which is aqua, right? Aqua will just do it for you. If you have a pungent thing, if you have a pungent sweat, you will immediately want to go for something which is powdery, because if pungent, the fruity pungence, if it counters powdery, then powdery will counter fruity. Wait. Oh, noted. Okay, Sumit Das, thank you for noting down. What if I don't sweat? Oh, you don't sweat? You are an angel. If you don't sweat, you are an angel sent from heaven. But then just smelling good would require, then any kind of perfume will just suit you. Go for the occasion. We have this universal scent that we created which goes for any occasion, which is the exotic dusk. But then party scent, this scent, whatever. But then don't use deo, because if you don't have sweat coming out, then deo is useless. It's just cheap, but it's not good. But then go for which is natural. Also, There's a whole art around how to make your sweat smell good, but that only works when you sweat. So you can also check that up on increasing metabolism to sweat, and then changing the fragrance of your sweat using certain things like cardamom, like the best fastest way would be, I think, pineapple, but then pineapple also brings a lot of pungent citrusy nature to the scent. What else? Cardamom, I think, which will do the trick. Just check it out. Okay. Neutralization. Okay, okay, okay. You got it. Neutralization. Sons, welcome back. It's fine if you're busy as long as you can keep chatting with us. See, I'm already going in my, sleepy state, so which is fine. Fine by me. Also, so much noise here, it's Ganpati days. Yes, I know. Ganpati days. A lot of noise was here yesterday, but now it's not here, so I'm happy. But then, yeah, I can understand the noisiness. Oh, yes. It's super scientific. Yep, sometimes I saw a lot of modaks in the sweet shop. Yes, and there's something called ukdiche modak. So, Sumit, if you can get ukdiche modak, do purchase them and eat them, like the authentic ukdiche modak. Mamma mia. Beautiful. Ah, that's some scientific shids. Yes, it is. Gaurav sends, hey Gaurav, welcome back. Wait, have you been here before? But yes, welcome back, and really nice explanation. Thank you, Gaurav. We would love it if you know about scents. Also, please stay in the channel, stay in the chat, and tell us about scents. Also, please do feel free to share your experience. Please do that. A bit personal, I eat a lot of garlic. You eat a lot of garlic, absolutely good, because so now garlic has a tamas nature, which is basically pungent nature. So you want something watery. So you can go for David of cool water to neutralize it. Right? No deodorant for you. No deodorant for anyone. You want a oil-based perfume, which is aqua in nature, because aqua, tamas ko aqua, which is कौन सा धातु जल सो तमस में जल आता है जल डाल दो शांत हो जाएगा सो यू गो फॉर समथिंग विच इज aqua something which is aqua fruity you can go for something citrus will add to the pungency and it will change the nature of the pungency so again same thing so you go for something which is David of cool water with maybe Creed original sandal that can do Coral for men can do it for you Sauvage Dior can do it for you so that kind of a vibe will go absolutely well. If you really want OG Ukdicha Modak, come to Pune Habibi. Ah, yes. Pune has the OG Ukdicha Modak. Absolutely. I would not say, wait, why do I keep repeating this? Okay. So, direct to the point. Eros Versace, something you can try. Okay. Something which has aqua in it, right? So, what happens is aqua is usually made up of ambroxane. Ambroxane and ambroxane molecules. So what happens is now the garlic is actually having garlic scent, which is very different compared to the other things. It immediately comes out into the sweat. Now you put ambroxane on it. It decreases the speed first. It adds a woody, nice, warm and woody plus aqual nature to it. So when somebody smells that, it will definitely smell of something which is closer to a beach, right? So you go on a beach and you have the scent. That is something it will smell like, and then you're done. The best counter is a perfume. Its name is Ghost in the Shell. You can check that perfume out. It has Orcanox, right? So that's the best perfume you can get. Any citrus note, you will love it. Don't go for fruity notes directly, like berries. Don't go for berries because berries cannot cut down pungency from the garlic. So garlic needs something aqua, right, to drown it. On the other hand, if it is powdery, like sand जैसा या मिट्टी जैसा खुशबू है, then you need something which is fruity. Got it. All right. I don't know why, but I'm really into government fragrances these days. Just something about them. Oh yes, they're very delicious, right? So very unique fragrances. You smell different. So also the gourmand fragrances are usually made up of things which are like mimicking real molecules, or they are real molecules. So costlier you go, the better the quality, right? Oil plus aqua, duly noted. Yes. So you can take oil-based perfumes and you can rub it off. I usually actually also use, when I'm alone, I use oud, which is also good. Yes, but oily plus aqua, and oil will definitely last longer and it will blend with your sweat much better, right? So right off the bat, you are having that blend of your sweat, and gradually you will just, people will just start expecting that, and even when they just smell the non-existent part, they will, even if it has a little bit of garlic. So when I eat a lot of garlic during my purification, you have to eat a lot of garlic, right? So your neurons are kind of flushed out with all the other chemicals, right? So garlic is beautiful, beautiful at killing parasites. You will never have parasite issues. You will never have any tummy-based issues. You will never have any digestive issues. You will never have any blood-related issues. If you eat a lot of garlic, beautiful for health. I do that once in a while to purge my system, and after that, I use Aqual, uh, the Exotic Dusk, and Club Inuit, and Sauvage Dior. So these kind of fragrances I myself use, so I understand, the thing. Hi, robotic. Hey, Suraj Roy. Suraj Roy, welcome back to the chat, and we are very glad that you're back here. And I'm so happy that you remember that we had a robotic session and that the robotic voice comes on whenever the members go offline. So thank you very much for remembering this. Eros Versace noted. Yes, Eros Versace. You can go for Sauvage Dior. You can go for anything aqua. David of Cool Water, like top selection. David of Cool Water, and you have to experiment what kind of blend it is coming out with. So just take 100 rupees small oils of each, and but just make sure the quality. And Sumit, if you want, if you're back in India, let me know. I will send you 5 oil samplers, and you can just try them out. Just I think pay for the courier, or you can book the courier, and I will send across 5 to 6 oil samples that you can try out, and that will actually make a lot of difference, right? Because trying it out before you buy it and make it permanent, plus getting the right quality of oil, is something that my viewers have not been able to do, my friends have not been able to do. So I'll give you the exact quality of oils that I'm talking about, and that will be a game changer. Gaurav sense, how does oregano smell in perfume? Like literal oregano smell or a modified version? So if you buy ganja smell, okay, there's something called a weed smell. So you go for weed smell, it's different spices and it smells like end product smells something like a ganja field, right? Not the actual ganja that people smoke. So the same way oregano, definitely it smells salty, and directly in a perfume it has the potential to kill off everything else. It's like patchouli. If too much of it, it will kill off the rest of it. But then it does smell like oregano. It does smell like top note oregano, not the base. Like after you eat it, there's a different scent to it, which is a little salty and a little rough, like a rigid scent. But the top note of oregano, you do get it in the essence if you buy it. So on Zlami, I have checked. Hussein commented on live, but where is he? Or was this hi from him? Yeah, he just said hi and left. Even I was wondering where is Hussein. Have you tried garlic steeped in honey? Nope. Sumit Das, nope. I have not. I will try that now. Screenshot time. But yes, I'll try that. Definitely, I'll try that. Smells exotic. Jason, I'm telling you, man, Latafa Kamra is up there for me. I just got a decant last week and I'm all about that now. So I ordered 100 ml and now I'm waiting for it. How is it in one piece? It will get there in one piece, and Latafa Kamra, great choice. Great choice. I cannot A-OK that enough with my both hands. Great choice. Latafa Kamra, it's a clear winner. I will have it. I had it. Kamra. Latafa Kamra. Latafa Kamra oil, pure oil. Yeah, you will love it. You will love it. Little cinnamon, but love it in there. It will get there in one piece. Don't worry. Jason, it will come there in one piece. Or we have the perfume ninjutsu for that, right? So if you do lose it, we will make it. Hope. Yes, you do. Sumit, you're too kind. You are too kind. Thank you, Sumit. From where you source your oils from China, from Delhi, Gujarat? No, from Kannauj. Suraj Roy from Kannauj. We have compounds coming from Kannauj, essentials coming from Kannauj. We have essentials being manufactured in our own factories, which are like completely GCMS enabled. So we do not source from, not at all from China, by the way. Never from China. Anyone who brings from China is by default getting you something that lasts 2 days, but it will rip open your skin after 7 days. So not from China, because even like the neutralizers, for example, I'll give you an example. Recently, one of my dermat friends told me this. She said that they do something called the acid peel. Okay, so they put on acid on your face, complete acid on your entire face. Okay, and then they start using some neutralizer on your face, and they remove the acid. Okay, and I was shit scared because I don't want acid on my face, but it is called an acidic peel. Okay, something acidic peel. So they put acid on your face, and within 3 minutes, it has to be wiped off with a neutralizer. If you don't do the wiping off, you know what happens to your face? It goes red, it develops cracks, it develops permanent burn marks. I don't think that is what people pay for, right? When they go for a nice peel. But then that's the same acid, right? The same thing happens in perfumes. It's the same perfume, but without the right ingredients, right neutralizers, right carrier oils, right fixatives, without the right amount of and the right nature of ethanol, 99%, 96.5%, 94.5%, the right nature of ethanol, these things do not these things do not blend together. They will create a nuclear reaction. So do you live vetiver based scents? Do you live vetiver based scents? Do you like vetiver based scents? Yes, I do have vetiver based scents. I have the vetiver from a designer oil. Kaisa sir? I do have a vetiver based oil. Just a second. Sorry guys, we had a visitor. One of our patrons. He asked for cotton candy and it is coming tomorrow. So I told him it will be coming tomorrow. Okay, no, Gaurav. I don't. I have vetiver. I have raw vetiver. I have pure vetiver, but not vetiver based scents. I don't really specialize in that. They said it's a clone of Killian Angel Share, but I think it does its whole different thing. Really like a whole different perfume, you know. Yes, it is. Yes, it is true. Both statements are true. It is a clone of Killian, but then Killian is very hard on the cinnamon and vanilla, whereas Camra is very beautiful. Like it has balanced out notes, similar notes but balanced out notes, and Camra is very pocket friendly with a good quality. So Latafa, I always promote Latafa. Like because it is giving you a good quality perfume at a very reasonable. Latafa and Havas, these two brands, Rasasi, sorry, Latafa and Rasasi, these two brands will give you amazing deals and amazing oils. So both of them balance out in that. Killian's Angel. Yes, it is clone of Killian's Angel's chair. Actually, it's good thing that our guys are loyal to us no matter how long they stay here. But coming here, it's the big thing. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I am loyal to you guys. Where is my credit? I am loyal to you guys. Channel is not that big, but it's full of good vibes, enjoyment, friendly banter, and cat fights. Yes, I love that. Maybe Terre de Hermes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Terre de Hermes, whatever base does make sense now. Yes, we do have that. Money, money, money. Hi, bro. Thank you, Money, for loving my hairstyle. It's my last dying attempt to keep my baldness in check. So thank you very much for saying that, Money. Suraj Roy, tell me about your shop. Like, do you sell concentrated oil? Yes, we do sell concentrated oils. Do you make clones and sell? Yes, we do make clones. But yeah, because the concentrated oil is usually from the same place where the original scent is made, the oils are usually real oils. So, not really clones, but yeah, we do. In general sense, we make dupes. But in a technical term, we bootleg. We bootleg our perfumes. Make your own and sell. Yes, we also make our own perfumes and sell for sure. PG before next. Welcome back. What should I go for? Kawa or Teriyak? Intense or Latafa? Of Latafa. Kamra. Kamra Kawa. Go for Kawa. Because I have heard so much about it, now even I want to try that. But yeah. Kamra in itself is a very beautiful scent, and Kamra Kawa is Kamra with coffee. So, explosion of beauty. So, if you like those notes, go for this. Yes, credit goes to you, brother. Yes, thank you. But what I like is Hermes and Wanted Layered. How about you? Gaurav Saints. Yes, I'll tell you one thing. Recently, Virtual Man, one of our patrons and brothers, helped us make this perfume, which is a blend of Terre de Hermes, Azaro Most Wanted, mid layering, like, the transition phase with White Lotus and what was that? Blossom wood. So these four things we have added to this perfume, and it has turned out beautiful. If you have a shop, you can also try this out. This is Terre de Hermes 40%, Azaro Most Wanted 40%, White Lotus 10%, and Blossom Wood 10%. So this is a very nice blend for if you want to use Terre de Hermes blended with something, layered with something, Azaro Most Wanted. Like, thanks to Virtual Man, we know about this beautiful blend. Suggest me perfume that smells like fresh mint perfume. Like, legit, it's a perfume, mint perfume. I'll give you the name if you want, but fresh mint is mint perfume. Mint is one of the things that we usually put in our perfumes also. But yes, mint perfume, pure mint, USA, East Coast. This is how I search. This is the art of searching. Best mint fragrances ever you will find there. Okay, what I am getting is Denver Hamilton perfume. Denver Hamilton, good. Also, you can try not minty but semi-minty. Like, that was Yardley Sport. Okay, Yardley Sport is something you can try if you want. From garden to bottle, 10 niche fragrances with mint. Awesome. Okay, this is pure mint. Saint Julep Imaginary Authors. That is pure mint. Thundra Parfum Roma. That is pure mint. Geranium for Monsieur Frederick Mallet, which is another pure mint. So just Google pure mints, okay? Oh, this one. You or someone like you. Go for this. Go for this. This guy is my favorite perfumer. This guy here, okay? I have never ever been able to say his name properly. By the way, it is Etat Libre de Orange, okay? Etat Libre de Orange. So, you or someone like you. That's the bloody name of this perfume, right? And I'm telling you, this guy is a legend, okay? he will blend the best. So Caroline Sabs is somebody who will blend the best perfumes and make some erratic perfumes. Ghost in the Shell perfume also from this guy. So if you want something, you want to try something, experiment something, you get it at a good price. Go for this. You or someone like you buy the Etat Orange or something. Suggest me one is fresh mint. Jason, we just covered that. Suraj, if I want to buy Camera clone from your 100 ml EDP version, how much will it cost? It will cost you around 1300 bucks plus the delivery. So 1400 bucks, but that will be 30% concentrate. You want the exact same 18% blend, you'll get it at 800 rupees. Gaurav said, so it's me only. Me only. Gaurav, I didn't get the reference, but you are not alone. We are here with you. We will whatever the shit out of anything that you ask us to. Okay, don't worry. Suraj Roy, listen for mint perfume, go with Havas Ice. Yes, Havas Ice is also a good one. So Rasasi Havas Ice. Okay, if that is what you like, if you can go with Rasasi, you can source Rasasi, go good. If you can source this Etat Libre de Orange, this perfume also you can go for. Otherwise, Rasasi Havas also something you can go for. Absolutely, you can go for that. Jason, okay, like something close to LV Pacific Chill, maybe. I've not seen that. I only have Novio Monde from LV, so not really heard about Pacific Chill yet. Did not get the original oil, so I'm just sticking to Novio Monde right now. It is Novio Monde smells like wine, meets whiskey, meets a fresh beach, meets something woody and citrus. Like it's just too many things in just one bottle. PG, do you have any website to sell any custom base so that we can order a sample decant? PG, before next, right now, no. You can just give me a list of what you like and contact number if you can. So I'll contact you back on that number. Or you can go to my Instagram, which is LAMIKAIR, the same name, Lami Kairo, but on Instagram. So you can go on Instagram and give me a message and I can send across something to you. कैसे मिलते हैं हम क्या पता यार एफ बी इंस्टा तो समझ लेंगे लेकिन यूट्यूब पर मिलना अलग ही बात है यस यूट्यूब पर अलग ही बात है ट्रू Jason, my favorite perfumer is none other than Andres Sogul. Oh, got clear. Picasso of the perfume world. Yeah, he is like absolutely, yeah. No, basically you told about the creation you created. I requested you for it. Okay, okay, awesome. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so you can have this also. You can blend this yourself also. So Gaurav Sense, tell me more. Like, do you make your own perfumes? Because we are also like we are at the lifestyle club, right? We don't just do perfumes. We help local businesses become bigger. So if you have something, a story to share, you have your passion that you want to share with us, you can do that, Gaurav. You can do that right here on the live. And cut. Yes. All right, then I'm gonna check the Hawa ice. Give me a minute. Yes, please do. Please do. But then, yes, pure mint fragrances. I can also show you. I have like pure mint. Right. So you also get a pure mint essence if you want. You can get that if you want. That is sure. You can get that. Where are you, virtual man? Please come back. We want the big reveal now. I cannot wait any longer. Virtual man, do I have your number? Why don't I have your number? Everybody share your number on the WhatsApp group. Let's call people who make us curious and leave from the stream. God, I'm starved today. Famished. Gaurav, tell us about your thing also, please. Because I can see the name clearly, Gaurav Scents, right? So I would like to upload your perfumes on my website. So we can sell them together, right? I'm a virtual man only. What? And a small review of myself. One day I explored your life and I love being here, so I thought I should share this. Oh my god! Gaurav, this is crazy. Jason, he was not coming out. He was coming out with a secret, though. Gaurav sent. So your name is Gaurav. Welcome, Gaurav. Welcome to the live stream. It's wow. It's like deja vu, you know. It's hmm. Okay, virtual man becomes Gaurav Saints. That's awesome. So welcome to the stream, Gaurav. I thought your name was Abhimanyu or something because that's what reminded me of the Abhimanyu story. But anyways, virtual man, thank you for telling us this crazy secret. Okay. And yes, welcome back to the live stream. Please, you can use this ID now on. If you are a reviewer, I will definitely send you the perfume that we promised because you will review your own creation. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. It's crazy. Awesome. How does it feel to review your own creation, virtual man? We will see that after you review this. So go in my Instagram and send me your address so I can send you this now, more than ever, more than ever. And you can feel free to be online with either of your accounts. It is totally fine. And beautiful secret, man. Beautiful secret. I loved it like crazy. Even if you want to create your own perfume, you want to launch your perfume, on the lifestyleclub.in, we will launch your perfume. Gaurav, you're the first scent creator that is here, right? So, virtual man. See, I'm now confused between both the names. So, virtual man. What we'll do is once you create your perfume, we'll have like 10 bottles of it. Once you review this, okay, if this passes through your nose and you get a good review, we will make 10 bottles of this and we will upload it on the website, the Lifestyle Club. And whatever we earn, we'll partner share with you, right? Because you're the designer of this perfume, right? So, this is what we'll do. And that's something I will do with each and every one of you, right? So help me create new fragrances, right? So we'll do that. Gaurav, this is really like, it is amazing to meet people from the same field also, one. And I really honestly love it that you're passionate about perfume so much that you have the name Gaurav Scents and you're a reviewer. And also you created this beautiful creation, right? But you, mainly you. So I want this to be launched. Once you review this, we'll launch this with your name as the designer on our website. You can go and check out the lifestyleclub.in. So that is the website, Gaurav. Virtual man, see, this is what you do. Back again. Sons, welcome back. Oh, Son, so this is a crazy discovery now. I think read the chat and you'll understand what I mean. Read the chat, bro. Sons. Sons. And where were we, Jason? Alright, I'm gonna check on the hour size. Give me a minute. Yes, please do. We already said that. Alright, guys. I love it. I love today's session. Okay. I love it every time when it's less about me and more about you. One. And I love surprises. Thank you, Virtual Man, for the crazy surprise. Yes, Gaurav. Virtual Man. See, now I'm confused. What do I call you? Yeah, but yeah, it's the same, man. I have like, us is all I need on the live, you know. Anyone else comes, does anything wrong, we just block them out. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, bro. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, Suraj Roy and everyone. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you too. So yeah, that's why we have like this family of ours. I can actually, see, I'll count. Sons, Sumit, Virtual Man, Suraj Roy, Gaurav Sams, for sure. PG before next. Money, Hussein, and we had someone called भाभी जी आज आप घर पर ही हैं. Okay, भाभी जी आज आप घर पर ही हैं. Legit, this was a guy in my chat today. Brother. Yeah, that same guy. Right, okay, we're down to 20% battery, but yes. So Gaurav, absolutely. The feelings are mutual. I love you guys here, and we're trying to create, this community via YouTube and sons. Yes, that's what, man. People meet on Facebook and Instagram, and we meet here on YouTube and make such great friendships. Crazy. And virtual man. Before I keep spraying this, spraying this, and I finish this up. Please send me your address so I can immediately send this off to you, or I will finish this. Okay, so you can do that. Also, you can message me on my number if I'll try. Now I have 3% left, but I'll try to put on my number in the chat itself. Nope, nope, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Live session, let's attend our own live session and stop talking to ourselves and okay, not this one. Yeah, you can message here your address directly. Okay, so no need to go through the Instagram thing. Just message your address here. I'll know it is you. No worries about it. Okay. So and then I'll send you this tomorrow itself. Tomorrow is I think Saturday, so tomorrow I'll be sending this off to you. Okay, it will take around 5-6 days depending on where you stay. And if it is in Haryana, Chandigarh, it will take around 5-6 days. Yes, absolutely. It takes 5-6 days to go to Kanyakumari, or you send it to Pune. It just takes 5-6 days. I don't know what these DTDC guys are doing. But yes, I'll send this off to you and you review this, brother. You review this. Ah. Yeah, Sons, we can do that. We can do that. But then Gaurav and Virtual Man, Gaurav, which ID will you be using to come here regularly? You let me know that. So within the next 3-4 lives, we'll also make you a mod. Yeah. I used to love Synthol Dio since it was indeed very good fresh fragrance, but it's obsolete. Wanted that scent so badly. You want Synthol? You go for something old, Brute Musk Magnet. I actually have Labec. Labec is something you can go for, which is very fresh and fruity Synthol. Coral for men, fruity Synthol. What else is Synthol? Labec. I think just let me check. Let me check which else. Creed, Irish Tweed will give you a syntholish feeling, but not really synthol, but syntholish feeling. You will get Brute Musk. Brute Musk also. Yeah, go for Brute Musk. That will remind you absolutely of synthol. Iceberg. Yeah, Iceberg also. Somewhat synthol, not exactly synthol. Labac, flowery synthol. Okay. So right now the contender is Brute Musk. Brute Musk, if you can find it in the oil state, then Brute Musk. And there is also one more, I think it was Ignite, no. Mukhallat, no. There was one more which smelled exactly like. Nope, we don't have it here right now. Or I cannot remember, but yeah. So Brute Musk. Definitely go for Brute Musk if you want that kind of a fragrance. Still love synthol. Sorry, my network is crazy today. Can't be connected for 5 seconds straight. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Gaurav Sen says totally fine. So I was asking what ID will be online from, whether it will be Gaurav Sense or Virtual Man. So either or, you let me know. So we'll process that within the next 2-3 sessions. We'll make you also a mod if you want that, Gaurav Sense and Sumit Das. So the whole thing is, I want to make everyone a moderator, right? So that everyone can make sure that nobody who is online, if there ever comes a troll and tries to troll, like today there was this Bobby guy. So if anyone comes across and they try to troll us or any of the members, or if I am off the screen and somebody is doing something here, then we can just kick them out. So gradually we'll do that. Yeah. Any other virtual man thing? Wait just a second, I'll switch off my cellular data. Now am I clear? Yeah. So yeah, that's why gradually we'll make everyone a mod, right? And so let me know, guys. Gaurav, since this is the number that you want to use and send your address, so I'll send you this perfume again to review, and you review it and let us know how it works out. Gopal joined Truecaller. Okay. Thank you for the intimation that I can't do anything with. Send me to Sons, use this number. Send me message on this number. Right? Send me message on this number. So we'll actually make a nice broadcast list where all five of you will be added, and I think I have Hussein and Fajr in that list already. So we'll add everyone, and whatever we discuss or whatever the suggestions are, we can just share in that community or group or something, because that gives us a lot of control. But then the problem is, no, it will be a broadcast list. Okay, so anything we do will broadcast in there, so you guys are up to date, right? And if we are coming live, I will post that before coming to the live, so that we can all gather in the sanctum sanctorum. We can all meditate on perfumes and life. Yes, thank you, Sons. Send up the message and we'll process. And yes, okay, so it's totally fine, Gaurav and Sumit. If you guys cannot see the stream as such, I will. Should I put it in the message again? Unpin ne, remove me. No, it's fine. Next sessions, I'll also say the same thing so that you guys are up to date. And yes, Sons, we will look into the process of making more moderators. Thank you for the amazing suggestion. PG, before next, I hope your curiosity is famished. What is famished? Somehow that word just came to my head, and now I cannot stop saying famished. It's, like the song that you hear once and you cannot stop thinking about that song. It's like that famished word is in, and now I cannot get it out. So, what is famished? Jason, if you can elaborate, maybe, because you know the context. Cool beans. So, you can let me know what is famished. I'm famished. So, we can look into that. We are at 18% battery, guys. Any other questions and queries, I would be happy to help you out with. And let me know if there's anything else we can discuss. Please take the screenshots. Let me know any other perfume related or life related questions the way we discussed today. Let me know and we shall take it from there. My other phone has 1% battery. Guys, taking last orders. Let me know. It's my 10th time trying to connect to the live. Thanks to Airtel. Totally fine, man. You can later on check the live out, okay? Don't worry about it. Totally fine. So let's do one thing. Let's end the live here, so you can go and review whatever I said in the last 10 minutes. Okay, just rewatch the last 10 minutes and you'll get the whole context of what I was saying. Okay, so let's end the live here because many people are having connection issues today, and thanks to the what happened is, because of the whole protest thing, today government will throttle down the amount of data that will be processed through the network, right, in certain areas of India, especially in all the active areas. So yes, today we'll all have internet issues, and I bet even from my side there have been some issues, but I'm not made aware of that because I'm recording, so I don't really know. And my internet has been constant, but I don't really know what's been going on. So let's finish up the chat. Any other things, you guys can just put it in the comment of this live chat. I'll be making this public immediately so you can watch it again, like the past 10 minutes. If you can watch it, you'll get the whole context of what I was saying. All right. Yes, Sons, take care, brother. Have a good day. Have a good night. Okay. Have a good night. And Gaurav, have a good night. Sumit Das, have a good night.
Lami, have a good night. See, first the first time I was able to comment because I finally used my brain and commented from the other phone. Right. And PG before next, thank you for coming. Suraj Roy, thank you for coming. Virtual Man, thank you for the big reveal. I loved it. Yeah. And Jason Abrams, thank you for coming. Money, 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 thank you for coming. Okay, so this is all of us who has been online and active in the chat. So thank you guys for coming today. Loved it. Virtual Man, thank you for coming. Sumit Das, thank you for coming. Sons, thank you for coming. So everybody, thank you for coming. Yes. Actually, have a good night. Yes, have a good night, man. So let's end this live session. It's been 2 hours and it's been fun time with you guys. Absolutely, Gaurav. Let's connect on WhatsApp. Take care. Sayonara. And press the like